How's it going, guys? It's Josh here, and today I'm bringing you a behind the scenes video of the setup tour that I did last week. Last week was more of a cinematic. This week I'm going to go around with you and talk about each piece of equipment that I use. Before I start the video, I'll just first of all say I have a cold, so I'm very sorry if I sound a bit weird. But all that aside, let's do this. Right then, guys, so here we go. So I think I'm going to start first of all off with the monitor. Now this monitor, I've had it ages. It's not even a monitor, it's a 32-inch Samsung TV, but it's got a really good picture and it's lasted me well. So yeah, pretty good piece of kit. I'm going to move on to the peripherals next. So down here, I'm sure you've probably seen this in my review video. It's the Mechanical Eagle Z77 RGB mechanical keyboard. I love it because of the lights in it and it's mechanical as well, so it makes lots of noise. The mouse, I think I did a video of this as well. It's the eBlue Mazer 2 mouse. It's wireless. I prefer wireless mice just because they look a lot cleaner on the desk, and not particularly a competitive gamer remote. So yeah, the DPI doesn't really matter that much for me. We've got the Razer Firefly mouse pad, which is completely unnecessary. But hey, it's got lights in, so I was like, I'm having it. So that's the sort of peripherals for now. Moving on up to this guy and a few other things on the desk. We've got Hot Toys Iron Man Starboost figure, I believe. Yeah, so I picked this up around 3 months ago. I'm a big fan of Tony Stark and Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. So yeah, I picked this up. It looks really cool, just chilling on the desk there. Okay. Have this cool looking plant, which not sure where it's from. I've had it absolutely ages, but yeah, it spices things up a bit. Add some nature to this otherwise desk full of tech. We've got a sonic screwdriver replica here. Massive fan of Doctor Who. This is from the Wand Company. It's actually the 12th Doctor sonic remote, so you can actually assign like infrared signals to it, so you can even control LEDs with it and make some cool sounds as well, so that's cool. Down here, I think you saw these in the last video. These are the Lego Avengers. Massive fan of Avengers as well, and well, just Marvel in general. So yeah, I've got those guys just chilling there. I'll move on to my audio loop next. So basically, I've got my PC, which I'll talk about in a second. The PC audio goes via USB to the Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. That then routes the audio through this thing. Now this thing is a Chaos Pad Quad, and it's basically got a lot of different effects on, like high pass filters, it's got a looper on it and modulation effects and whatnot. It's like a DJ effects controller basically. So yeah, audio goes in there and then it goes straight out the back, as you can see those phono cables, and then straight into these guys. Now these guys are the KRK Rocket 5 speakers. I couldn't recommend them more, they're absolutely fantastic. They're not particularly sort of bassy or anything because they are studio monitors, so they're designed to sort of produce a very flat sound, but the sound that they do produce is super clear. So yeah, couldn't recommend them more if you're after some sort of speakers for your setup. They're plenty loud enough as well, believe me. So yeah, very good speakers. Right, last thing on the desk then is this thing and this thing. So this thing is the Numark Mixtrack Pro, I believe, DJ controller, and yeah, it's basically a mixer. It's got all the sort of standard things that you'd find on. I enjoy DJing and things. So yeah, it served me well. It's USB powered and it's very light, so yeah, I've taken it to quite a few sort of places, and it's yeah, very portable, so that's good. And then finally, just this thing, it's the Launchpad Mark II, which I did a review of. Fantastic bit of kit. You've probably seen YouTube videos, so I won't bore you with how it works, but yeah, it makes awesome light shows, and you can sort of play it as well. So last thing then, you're probably wondering, is the PC. Now I'm not gonna pull the PC out at the moment because it's in there. It has got a clear side on it of the case, but yeah, I'll describe the specs to you though. It's an NZXT Phantom case in white. We've got some nice Corsair LED fans down the bottom there, and spec wise, it's got a Skylake i5 processor. It's got an AMD R9 270X top edition. It comes sort of overclocked out of the box. So yeah, that's been a pretty decent card. It's got 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage, and I think a 650 watt power supply. It's been a very good PC. I've sort of upgraded everything in it over the past 5 years, and it's due for an upgrade soon. In fact, the whole setup is, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's the PC running this rig. So just panning out now, I'm going to talk about cable management. Now I think I've done a pretty good job of cable management. If you look from here, you can't actually see any cables really apart from behind the PC. I'll explain how I've done that really quickly. Basically just using little cable sort of tie mounts. I've basically stuck them on the underneath of there, you can probably see. And yeah, I've just cable tied the HDMI and the power cable from the TV and the speakers as well. And then basically I've routed them behind this little panel, and then they just go straight down to the PC. So it's actually a very sort of clean look. I was quite impressed with it. Lighting, I've got LED strips, you've seen them before. And I've got them underneath as well. They're actually separate, 2 separate kits, so I can control them individually, which is quite cool. So yeah, that's the setup. I've got a little whiteboard there. Just panning round to here now. I've got my guitars, I play guitar. So I've got, yep, a set of guitars there. And then this thing, I bought this thing, it was in a video a couple weeks back. The Sony KDL 55-inch TV. It looks amazing, I'm so happy with it. It's full HD, it's not 4K, but it does look really good. And yeah, it's got really slim bezels on it, like slimmest I've seen on any TV. So really happy with that. If I sit down, you'll see sort of my cable management as well. I'll just pan up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you can't see any cables. So again, here, I think I did quite a good job of cable management. I like stuff to look tidy. So yeah, I've got my LEDs running there. I'll show you around the back real quick. Yeah, that's my sort of cables and LEDs running there. So yeah, quite a clean look. And then finally we have this little lamp thing here, which is just using GU10 bulbs LED, and they just project more LEDs onto the rear wall. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention was that the TV is actually hooked up with a HDMI cable around here into the PC. So when I want to sit down and sort of do some console gaming, PC gaming, but on the TV with my sofa here, I can do. So yeah, pretty good setup. And there we go, that was the behind the scenes setup tour. So I hope you liked it, guys. If you did, drop us a like rating and feel free to subscribe as well. I can't believe we're already at 135 subs. Like, I only did the 100 sub special last week. So yeah, that's wicked. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.